Hello everyone, I'm Hawaiian Hillbilly. Welcome to another live stream. You guys know the routine. I've got to set up my laptop so I can monitor chat. I'll get that done right here. It takes a minute sometimes for the rendering to catch up. I'll throw a quick message in the chat. Let me see. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's go in. We're going to play on Elmcreek. Sometime within the next couple episodes, I'll probably go back to Calmlands for a little bit. But for right now, Elmcreek. Or I might just stay on Elmcreek for a while. I haven't decided yet. I don't know how other people are doing, really how they do theirs. I think I mentioned this once before. I don't know if people are like, you know, if they do a series and say they have 50 episodes in that series, do they do all of it? Do they just do the complete series on a single map and then move on to a new map? Or are they doing multiple maps at one time? I'm not sure how other people are doing it. We are going to go back to Calmlands though, but I want to do a little bit more on here. But probably within the next couple episodes, we'll go back to Calmlands, do some more on it. The one thing I gotta do, let's just go ahead and start right here. We'll get this guy started. Whoops. We'll get this guy going, and then we'll start bringing our equipment down here from the other end. I don't know how much we'll do in this episode. I say that pretty much in every episode, and that's true. I really don't know. I'm feeling pretty good now. My chest is still hurting, still got a chest cold, but I feel a little bit better actually. Now I may have to help this guy. I don't know if he'll back up far enough or not. I think it did. I think it has in the past. It's done what it's supposed to, but maybe it hasn't. I can't remember. And nope. I didn't think when I seen the way it backed up and everything, and I was thinking, man, that's not gonna work. That's all right. Now we'll take off and go this way. When we get to the other end, we'll do two headland rows across the other end. This keeps us off the fences. There are fences at both ends of this field. And by doing a double row on each end, or a double pass on each end, it just keeps our equipment off the fences. Now I think once we harvest this field and that field over there, we'll be able to sell soybeans and make us a pretty good amount of money. Now once we get this guy turned and going the other direction down here, then we'll start bringing the rest of our equipment down this way. All right, there we go. So I don't need that down there. Oh, I do need this one down there. I do not need the fertilizer spreader down there. I need our cultivator down there though. And then we need to come back and get our seeder or our planter. Our seeder is okay. We'll pick it up later on. It can stay where it's at. Well, there's the first yawn of the live stream, guys. It's 12:15 in the morning where I live, just after midnight. And we are going to be putting sunflowers in this field that we are harvesting right now. Of course, we have soybeans in it right now. We did one rotation where all our fields had soybeans. I'm just going to leave this parked right here. Okay, now one thing I want to check and see, I want to see how many soybeans we actually have. We've got 25,000 liters of soybeans. I thought I would have more than that. Well, I think I sold a bunch last time so I could buy land. So that's kind of going to change what I was going to do. But we've got this field and that field. And then of course there's 3 fields on the farm, and then the one field that we have between these and the farm. So we do still have some other soybeans. I think we sold a truckload of soybeans for about $600,000. Now, one thing I need to look at, see, what is this over here? Canola. So if this field right here becomes ready to harvest, yeah, I believe that's canola. So if that field becomes ready to harvest, then we might buy that field and go harvest it. Let's see how much it is. If we buy that field, how much does that field cost? $313,000. So we could, I didn't mean to exit all the way out. So we could buy that one. Well, here's sunflowers down here now. So when that one becomes ready to harvest, actually any of these 3, we could harvest all 3 of the sunflowers out of these. This is going to be what? That's corn. That's wheat. That's our field. We planted that ourselves. There's another small wheat field over here. I don't really need wheat. Barley. That might be barley. We want to keep an eye on just different fields that are ready to harvest and what they are. See, this looks like oats. So we could try to pick this one up too. We'll look and see. We're going to do 2 fields, and then we will look and see about where we're at. That looks like it might be sorghum. And maybe that's sorghum. So we have sunflowers and sorghum down here. So we might look at that, and that's barley. So even if we could buy these fields right here, this looks like soybeans. So we're going to keep an eye on the map and see what's ready to harvest. Because we can go buy a field, harvest the grain out of it, and then just sell the field back. And I think in some instances, that's what we want to do. Did that a couple times in the last episode, and it just seems like that's a good way to go about gaining some crop and not have to spend so much time in the same field. We have the fields that we own, but we don't necessarily need to own every field in order to get the grain. So after we get this field done, and we'll sleep. One thing I did not do, I should do, I need to look right here. See, I'm going to have to sleep. Let's see. All right, look here. These fields are actually ready to harvest. And what did we say those were? 2 of them are corn, and 1 is looks like barley. And they're all 3 ready to harvest. Oh, 2 are sunflowers. Yeah, so we might go buy these fields. We might, when I get through with this field, we might go buy these fields. Because this is going to have to sleep for at least 2 more months. And I do not know if these will still be ready to harvest. So we will consider that. We'll just keep an eye on it. I may go harvest that field, those fields down there, after I finish with this field. Sorry guys. I'm still doing a little bit of coughing. But I am beginning to feel just a little bit better. Always takes just a second for the, well, it takes a few seconds when you first get in a vehicle for it to actually crank up and start moving. We'll leave the truck sit there when we're done here, because it can just sit there. It's not in the way. Although I probably won't need it anymore over here. And we should be able to finish this field with just this one tank on the harvester now. We shouldn't have, I don't think we'll have to empty it again. We've done over half of it already. I can't tell you, it's super nice not have to worry about getting water for those greenhouses. So I'm really glad that I saw a video about that mod, that water distributor. And let me just show you where to look for that right quick while we're letting this guy run. If we go in here and we go down to construction, and we want buildings, silo extensions. And if we cut right here, that's it right there. The automatic water for animals and greenhouses. 1 billion gallons of water. And the thing about this thing is, it costs $5,000 to purchase it. If you sell it, you can get $120 million, okay? Or at least that's what it showed in the video that I watched. I don't have any reason to think that it's still not like that. It is a possibility that that was a glitch and maybe they fixed it since then. But the last thing I saw about it, if you buy that and sell it, you can sell it for $120 million, okay? So you have this, which this is the one I like. This is the one we have with our greenhouses. Now, there is another one, which is going to be it's going to be under production and factories. And it's this one right here, this water distributor. Now this thing will hold 1 billion gallons of water. but you have to fill it. So I do not know if you can buy this and then put the other water thing next to this. This thing, you can place it anywhere on your map, and it works like a factory. It will just distribute water wherever water is needed. So I don't know if you put this down and you put the other thing right beside it, if it will automatically fill this and then distribute. But you can just, the other one you have to put in the vicinity of where you need to use it. So like I have mine, ours is sitting back here behind the greenhouses, just out of view. There it is. And it supplies all our greenhouses with water. So we just put it back here, and it's perfectly fine. I do not have the water tank yet. I don't need it, so I haven't placed it on the map. I may do an experiment at some point and see how the blue tank works, but for now, I mean, if you have animals and they require water, then you could either buy one of those things like we're using, the automatic water supply, like we have for the greenhouses. You could place one of those by each of your animal paddocks, and then of course you'd have a dedicated $1 billion for each of your paddocks. Or you could use the water, the blue barrel, the distributor, and just put it any place on your map and it'll take care of all those needs. But I have not used a barrel before, just so you know. I want to make sure you understand that. I don't know how it works exactly. I do know you have to put water in before you can get water out. It does not come with water already in it. The thing I'm using with the greenhouse does. Now, can I get this in one pass? It would be nice if I could. I might have to reposition. No, actually, I don't think I'll have to reposition. Got it. I always like to sometimes dip down like that just to make sure it didn't miss anything. Because it could miss a little something right when it makes that turn. So I'll turn this guy around and bring him down here to the other end. That's where he's going to be needed. Should be something about like that. Let's see. Let's see how close I am to having stopped in the right spot. I might be just a little too far away. Well, where's he going? Where's he going? I have no clue why he's turning around like that. I don't know why it was doing that. Fire that helper. He don't know what he's doing. There's no reason for him to be backing up over that way. He's done already. Okay, now I am just going to take this header over here. I'm just going to put it right here like this. Yeah, I'm going to put that right there. I want to go get my other header. We have a couple of sunflower fields that are ready to be harvested. They belong to somebody else, but we can actually harvest them. We can buy the field and then harvest it. Oh, I was thinking I'd put that down there a little bit farther. Let's go see if we can find those 2 sunflower fields and harvest them. And then we'll get back to this field. Because I'm going to be thinking about doing those 2 fields the entire time I'm working on this field, so I might as well go harvest those and then come back and get this one planted. It's all the same, but now I could fold this up, and I might have to before I can actually get down to these other fields, but maybe not. Now I better slow down right here. I better look, make sure I don't see a train coming. I've got hit by the train before. I most certainly have. Let's see now, where are we at? We've got, I think we want this field right here. Yep. And the one next to it. So let's look here. If we come over here and we buy, see if I buy this, wow, that's a big old chunk of land it's going to buy down here. If I buy that one, it's what, how much? 225. And then that's going to cost me $319 just to get that field right there. Why is that showing me that all these fields all right, well, let's just buy this one. Let's start with this one. 225, we'll buy it. And then we're gonna harvest that field. We're just gonna harvest this field. And then we will sell it back and buy the next one so we can do that field over there. Now this is just going to get us extra sunflowers. I'm going to have to do this myself, aren't I? Alright, now we'll just let it run by itself. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go over here. Because I can, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy this at the same time. We'll be getting our money back. That's a rather small field. We might want that one right there too, so we might harvest this field too while we're here. Or not while we're here, because I'll have to empty it. Empty the tank. So we are going to do this field over here next. We'll go ahead and get this one harvested. And then we'll sell it back. Now we'll just let this one run. We'll let it harvest. I think what we ought to do, we've only got 24,000 in soybeans there. I think I'm going to go empty this truck. We need 108,000 liters to have a truckload of soybeans. So that's, we don't want to sell them now until we have a truckload. And that is in fact, oh no, it doesn't want to let me, unload it. Soybeans not accepted here. Why? Is this thing just so full it won't hold nothing? Wow. I may have to just go sell all these crops, guys. I may have to just take all that stuff over there. Okay, that's not at all what I was thinking was going to happen. Not at all. Let me see, what do I want to do? I'll drop this off at the farm. And grab our this black trailer. We've got to do something different here, guys. I got to get rid of this silo setup. I really do, because it's not helping me. I can't even put anything else in there, or I can't put any more soybeans in there. So then we'll grab this black trailer right here. And we'll take it down to the sunflowers that we are now harvesting. And I'm pretty sure between this trailer and the tank on our harvester, we should be okay. I've got to figure out what to do with all my crops. I guess I'm just going to have to buy the gray. I'm not going to be able to do it because I've got, oh, wrong road. Almost turned in the wrong road. I need to go down this way. I could probably get to where I'm trying to get to going that way, but I definitely want to get rid. I'm going to have to sell everything that's in that. But I've got to fix it. I've got to have a silo that's big enough that I can actually not have to worry about whether, whether I have room for any crop or not. I was hoping I'd see that train before I got down here. So I'm glad I just did. What the heck did it just hit? Oh, I couldn't even see that. It was perfectly blended in with the rail. That thing perfectly matched, just on line with the rail. I could not see it. Now we're just going to leave this sit right here just in case we need it later. And I probably will before we're done. Do we have any sunflowers in here? No, we do not. Okay, well. I cannot sell my silo because it has stuff in it. Now, when we get down to the end, we will reposition the harvester. One thing I want to look at right quick, I believe this field over here had, oh, that's potatoes, okay. And let's see for sure, what is this, wheat? Barley, okay. Because we can use that. But we'll take care of these two fields first. And then I think maybe we'll just go ahead and get this barley while we're here too. I'll have to go change my header though. And that's okay. One field down. So I am going to have to buy the grain mill earlier than I actually wanted to. So we can, we're just going to pull this over in this field right here, because we are going to sell this back. We'll sell it for $3.19. Sell, yes. Okay. And then let's see, how much will it cost to buy. Oh man, I should have kept what I had. Oh, that's a bummer. I should have just kept it, because that plot right there came with it. Go buy it back. We'll just buy it back, yeah, because I need that piece right there. It's not one field at a time. You buy a big section. All right, buy it. We'll just buy it back. Okay. Let's see. I want to look at doing something. I may be able to get away with something, guys. I want to look at this right here. Let's go here, construction, demolish. Do you wish to demolish? Yes. Let's look at silos. Okay, I'm going to have to move. Well, I can't just have this sitting right here like this. I need it. I really wanted it back here, so let's do this. Let's go back over here. That's our free fuel tank. Demolish, yes. We'll buy that back in a minute. Now, try again. Will it work? Why is it not? Oh, it's overlapping with that help symbol. Collides with a player. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see if we can get this organized over here, maybe. I could put that right in here. So let's push it. Let's see if we can push it back, whatever we can do with it. That's not where I want it though. It really is not where I want it. Do you know what I can do? Let's do let's get rid of that. Whoa. See, now that leaves this big hole in the ground. That's not going to work right there. What if I turn around this way? So I don't know why it'll let me put it right there. Now wait a minute. I could put it right here. I got this big hole in here, which is not going to be fun. So maybe I could put it more like this. I'm just going to try to push it back just a little bit, guys. I'm just going to put it right there. Because now I can transfer. Let's go check and see what's going on back here, what our status is. Hello, welcome to the live stream. I just bought a couple of fields and harvesting sunflowers. So now I'm wondering how many sunflowers I can fit. Not very many. I might as well go put what I can in there. And if this doesn't work, I got to try to do some landscaping. I don't think I can do it very good. I never have been able to. And if I can't, then we're actually going to exit the game so it doesn't save anything that I've done so far, and we're going to start over. And I've been live streaming for almost an hour, so it'll be an hour's worth of progress that I'll have to delete. But let's see how it works. I'll just let this take what it wants. took all of it. Okay, very interesting. I was not expecting it to take all of it. So we'll get some more. But then we are going to have to go look at some landscaping, and I'm not going to save this until after I try the landscaping. I'm not very good at it. Actually, I think we could just stay out here because all that crop will fit in the tank now. I just bought this silo. Let's look at landscaping. Now, I want to sculpt now. What are we going to say? How do we raise is X. The X doesn't seem to be doing anything. Let me come in a little bit. Okay, it's doing a little bit, so now let's change the shape. And then how do we change the size? Yeah, let's do this right here. I gotta try to even this stuff out right here, guys. See if I can level off this ground. I can't even see. Now it says to go down. How do I lower? Square. I really want to be able to level. But I don't know how. Alright, here's what we got to do. And this is unfortunate. Here's what I have to do. Oh, what am I going to do? Yeah, we don't have a choice. I just don't have a choice. I got to go out and come back in. It's totally going to just change everything I just did. My silo that I have on my farm is too small. It is too small. I can't put other stuff in it. So I have to have this bigger silo. I'm just trying to figure out how can I get this accomplished. If I put that in there, it puts a big hole. I need a silo right here, but I cannot sell this because it has grain in it. Man. I can't put any more like soybeans or anything in it. So what I'm going to have to do, I've got to empty this thing so I can sell it. I'm not really thrilled with the fact that I'm going to have to do stuff in a way that I don't really want to. I didn't know that silo on the farm was going to be as small as it is. So I can take this right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over here. We're going to buy this bakery. I'm doing this sooner than I wanted to, but I got to have a place to put. So $50,000, yes, okay. And then we have material missing, and that's okay, I know we do. The bakery, and we want to put selling. And I'm just going to activate cake too, although we won't be doing cake for any time soon. Okay, that's set up, so it'll make bread. We have some place to send flour. Now, let's go get a truckload of wheat. We're going to start taking crop over to the grain mill. Like I said, this is earlier than what I wanted to do, but I've got to empty this, and this barn, if you delete that barn, it leaves a big hole in the ground, and I have never been able to use the landscaping tool. It just, I don't know. I don't know how it works. It doesn't make sense to me at all. So we're going to get a truckload of wheat, and we're going to take it to the grain mill. We're not going to buy it yet. We're just going to put it in there. And we're going to come back and get as much grain as we can possibly put in it. And then we will go buy it. Now, I just wasted an hour of live streaming. But that's okay. We learn as we go along. I had no idea that thing was going to be so small. It just wasn't going to hold very much. But we're going to fix that, because I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to buy a different one and put right there. And I won't have to worry about that problem anymore. We're just going to shuttle back and forth. We're going to shuttle grain back and forth to the grain mill until we have all our grain in it, or as much as we can get in it. Ooh. Now wait a minute. Did I take the wrong turn? I almost forgot where the grain mill's at. I mean, I know it's up here, but I think I want to turn right here, just after the bridge. I usually have a little mini map. Where's my 4-lane at? Here's the road I need right here. Yeah, I need to go up this way. And I always just drive around that bridge because it makes the camera do something weird. It drags the camera down through the tunnel, or through that covered bridge. So I drive around it. I'll show you what it does when we come back out. Now, we are not going to buy this yet. We're just going to get as much grain in it as we have, or as much as it will hold. Okay, $229,000. Now you'll see what the camera does when you drive through this bridge. Bam. So a lot of times I just drive around that bridge. Wait a minute, where am I at? I'm not in the right place, that's for sure. Let's go across this way. I'm totally in the wrong place. Let's see if I can figure out how to get out of here. All right. We got it fixed. Yeah, we'll take the rest of the wheat. I've got to empty this thing as much as possible. Just sell everything we can sell. Go back over the again. We're gonna have to make about 3 more trips after this one, guys. Another 95,000. So we ended up making over 300,000 off our wheat. And we're going to turn that wheat into flour, but I want to, now I want to go get, I want to get barley, oat, and sorghum and bring over. There we go. I got on the right road that time. Of course, I don't guess it's necessarily a wrong road if you can work your way over to where you want to be from wherever you're at. Ooh, easy, easy, easy. Man, this thing jumps so quick. So we'll take barley. And take it right back over to the grain mill. And then we've got oats and sorghum that we need to take over there. And once I get all that over there, then I'm going to buy the grain mill. And we'll set it up to distribute flour. If I can go light on the trigger finger, I can kind of control the speed better, but I tend to just go full blast. I'm not sure why they have a dump truck or why they have this truck goes 114 miles an hour. I don't really know that it's necessary to go that fast. Okay, so that's barley, 52,000. So now we will go get oats. I think I can use oats for flour. I'm not sure. The only way to find out is for me to bring it over there. Now once I buy the grain mill, it'll actually tell me what grain I can put in it. But until I buy it, you don't know. But I believe I can use 4 different grain types. oat, and then we'll come back and get our sorghum. How much sorghum do we have? Sorghum, 70,000. So our grain mill will not be as full as I wanted it to be. At the time I purchased it, but it will have all 4 grain types in it. A fairly good amount of each. If it works that way. It should. I didn't get to experiment with the oil mill though, because I just filled it up with canola before I bought it. This one I'm trying to fill up with multiple grain types before I buy it. And I will have to remember, if I ever start a new series on Elmcreek, I will need to get rid of the silo that we start with, and I'll need to upgrade to a better silo before I get started, before I put any grain in a silo. I don't think I've ever put enough grain in that silo at the farm. I don't think I've ever put enough in it that it wouldn't allow me to put any more of that grain type in there. So we're going to fix that real quickly. $271,000. So we're making good money. And then we're going to get one more truckload of grain. We're going to go get our sorghum. And then hopefully when we buy that grain mill, we get all this grain back to convert into flour. Oh, shoot. I tried to avoid it. Most street signs do not survive around me for too long, because I get all crazy with especially in a truck like this. It's got a short wheelbase, and man, it's hard to drive unless you go slow. There's no point in it running at 100 miles an hour, because you can't drive it at 100 miles an hour. See, even right then, I was just barely turning it, wanting to like do a big drift or something. Okay, sorghum. All right. Now we'll get this right here, and then we will buy the grain mill and set it to distributing, because we want to distribute our flour to our bakery. And I feel bad that I had to start this whole thing over again. But what I would have done in some circumstances was just stopped the live stream and deleted that video out of my YouTube lineup and then just started the episode over. Ooh, see, all of a sudden it's just really squirrely. But I decided not to do that this time. I didn't want to have to go through all the hassle to let it render and post and then delete it and start over and everything, so it's all right. We'll recover. We will recover. And by next episode, it'll all be behind us. It's the only way I know to look at it. Ooh. I am looking forward to this though, buying this. I just wanted to be able to actually get more grain in it than what I'm getting. Yep, it'll take sorghum. Now, where's our sell point? I think it's on the front. So we'll just back up out of here. What do we get, 191,000? Yeah, there's our sell point right here. So this is $96,000. Buy it, yes, okay. Now, it's running. We got all kinds of stuff in there. Let's go here. Let's go down here right quick. And let's go here. Distributing. And we are active. Okay, we're good. Now see, we don't have near as much product as I wanted. I wanted to completely fill that. That would have took a long time to completely fill that though. As you can see, I got 152,000 liters a week and we're not even 2/3 full. That's okay. It is what it is. Whoops. Almost forgot where I was parked. All right. Well, it is what it is, like I say. At least we're producing flour. And it will automatically send flour over to our bakery. Except let me just double check that right quick. Make sure, yep, distributing. Okay. $2 million. Now we need to go see what else we have in our in the silo. Whoa! I wiped out another sign. All right. Now what do we have left in here? I've got canola in here. Okay, I can take that and put it over there. And I have soybeans. I'm going to have to sell them. Actually, I don't have to sell the soybeans. I'm gonna take the canola. Is that what it was? I have I just have canola and soybeans left. So canola we will take and put in our oil mill. Where's my canola? There it is. We're going to take canola and put it in our oil mill, whatever it'll hold. We may have to go sell the rest of it. I hope it'll hold all of it, so I don't end up I don't really need to sell it. I need to be able to just use it. And then we will come back and just put soybeans in our truck until we get the new silo, and then we'll put them in the new silo. It's not that many. So these are going to go here, and I hope it'll take all of them. Because if not, I'm going to have to figure out someplace I can go sell them. Oh no. Alright, where can I sell canola? Johnson's Farmers Market. Nope, Feed and Grain South. Alright. Feed and Grain South, let's go. We just got to do what we got to do, guys. For now. It's a little bit different. Don't just start right out harvesting a field. Do something a little bit different. All right. And then we'll just go put our, drop our soybeans. What do we get off of this? 154. Now the reason I had to do this is because you can't sell a silo and be able to keep the grain. I think it may tell you can't even sell it if it has grain in it, or it may tell you if you sell it you will lose all the grain that was in it, and we obviously had far too much grain in it to be acceptable of losing all of that. So we just took care of all that. We're going to get our soybeans. And then we are going to sell this thing. We may have to sell our buy station right there, our fill station. I don't know if we will or not. So now, let's go here. Let's go here. And let's go over to demolish. $47,000, yes. Beautiful. And see, that did not mess up the contour of our land. Now, what we want to do is I want to go buildings, silos, and we want this one. Beautiful. I need to back away from this though so I can see. Let's get it turned around this way. Now, one thing I've got to do is I got to come up here because I got to make sure it's not sitting out in the field. I don't want to be too close to it. I can be about like that. There we go. Let's make sure. All right, there we go. Wow, now see, I need to move that thing back there. I do need to move that fill. I need to, so let's do this. Let's go back up here, demolish. Let's just get rid of that one, okay? And then we want, container is just the one we want. Yep. We want the old free field work. I just want to pull it out closer like this, guys. Yeah, that's good enough like that. Okay. Now, 50 million liters. I do not have to worry about having space again. Perfect. And unfortunately, well, I was going to put a silo extension on there, but I don't need to. It'll be okay just like that. All right, now, what we're going to do is, sorry, had a sneeze there, guys. It's 1:41 in the morning where I live. We want to buy these two fields right here because they're sunflowers and they are ready to harvest, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And when I buy this one, when I buy this one, this one's going to come with it, and it's got I think barley. I can't remember if I think it was barley in that one. So we're going to harvest these three fields before we do this one, which means I have to have two different headers, but that's okay. So let's see, let's take this over there. We'll drive this over there, we'll get our harvester. Then after we get that stuff done, we'll come do this field. I gotta look for trains. I'm not sure which field I want to do first. So I'm just going to bring the truck, park it right here. And then I want this right here. We are going to, I'm going to put this on the trailer. I'm going to grab our other header because we got to have both headers. It's real hard to kind of know exactly where to line up. So I always just have to kind of look at it like this. And then when you back up it, there it went. I was going to say it should snap into place so it locks it in. Now we will grab this header right here. I do not know if this header will fit on that trailer. I mean, it should. We're going to fold it up. So since I have that header on there, I may as well do the sunflowers first. And then we'll do the, I think it's barley. But we'll go buy both of those sections of land. It's too bad they aren't all on the same section. I've got to buy two different sections, but we're going to sell them back as soon as we harvest, so it's okay. Well, we got a little bit something different this time, selling off a bunch of grain, doing a little remodeling, a little demo work, new construction. Uh-oh. I thought I saw those lights flashing. This time I could actually see the barrier. I was actually looking for the barrier. It was difficult to tell whether it was up or down, and I was trying to determine whether it was up or down, and I thought, it looks like those lights might be flashing. Sure enough. So I'm just going to drop this right here, like this. And now we will unfold this. That is not what I wanted to do. I want this. I want to unfold. Now, where did I start when I did this the last time? I already did this once, guys. We got to buy these. We got to buy this land. So we want to buy that one. We're going to buy. Yes. And then we're going to buy. Yes. So we own these three fields now. The three fields that we're wanting to work in. All we're going to do is harvest. We're not going to replant. We're going to harvest. And then we're going to just sell it back, sell these fields back. Now, because this field is on a little bit of an angle, I have to start doing it myself. Now I can let the helper go down to the other end. And for those of you watching, I do want to say thank you. I do appreciate it. It's always a little bit fun. It's always a little bit more fun to play for somebody. So it's always nice to have somebody along for the ride. So again, thank you. Now, we will come right over here. And we're going to take care of this field. There we go. Now I can get this entire field in this tank. So we're going to go get this guy. Actually, yeah, really, this guy can just pretty much stay right here until we need it. I'll bring him down on this road just a little bit. I'm pretty sure we actually can get over into this field before we need to empty our harvester. I did this once already, guys. And I was just getting ready to actually harvest that field right there. But then disaster struck. If you watch the beginning of this episode, after it's posted as a video, you'll see what happened. You got here right after the disaster, or you actually may have seen the tail end of it, because you were, I believe you were here when I actually restarted the game. So you saw that mess I was trying to fix from where I deleted the barn. I forgot that by deleting that barn, it left that big hole in the ground. And I thought, well, I'll try to get rid of it. But no, that wasn't going to happen. And some people are real good with that landscaping tool. They could have filled that thing in and made it real nice. Not me. I can't do it. Never have been able to. Now, like I was mentioning in the last episode, this is actually a very relaxing type of gameplay for me, because I don't have to worry about anything other than just harvesting. So by relaxing, I mean I don't have to really think about what I need to do next. I'm not trying to multitask. I'm able just to relax mentally, so to speak. I mean, it's relaxing physically too, because I'm able to set the controller down, just let the harvester do its thing. And of course I can do that with all the equipment, all the tools. I can do that, but when I know I have other things I have to do, I get in a hurry. And I really need to stop getting in a hurry. I need to do one operation at a time. Other than, like I said, I don't mind using the cultivator and my seeder at the same time. As long as they're in the same field where I can keep an eye on both of them. It's easier. But yeah, this is the most relaxing for me. Now, after we get done harvesting these 2 fields of sunflowers, we will check and see if this header will lock onto that trailer. It should, but I don't know that it will. I've never tried it before. But it's the only trailer that is meant to be used with this harvester. So I'm thinking that either header will work on it. The thing of it is, you cannot drive around with that other header on because you can't fold it. You have to carry it on the trailer and actually have this one equipped on your harvester so you can fold it. But I just want to see if it's actually going to fit on it. It really doesn't matter whether it does or not. Like I said, you can't drive around the map with that big 30-foot header on the front. But I still want to know if it'll work. I sure am hoping our weather changes here within the next day or two, guys. It's got cold again. Gosh, it was in the 70s. Last night it got down into the 20s. And that sure doesn't help people feel better. Let me tell you. But I think part of my chest congestion might be a little bit smoke inhalation. I have a burn barrel, and I've been burning off some trash and stuff. And if you want to stir the embers up in that burn barrel, it's almost impossible to do without getting your face right up over the top of that barrel. So I know I've inhaled smoke and stuff. Didn't really notice it at the time. It didn't ever bother me, but after doing that I've had 4 different fires in it. I just bought the thing last week, and I've had fire in it 4 times. And I think just the accumulation, not necessarily from the smoke, but from the toxic fumes from different things that have been burned in it. I think I've just maybe inhaled some of that too. So plus with the temperature changes in the weather, just a combination of things is. But I am feeling a little bit better. So hopefully within the next couple days, I'll be all right. I want to reposition. I almost forgot to do that. I was talking. Let's see, that's a square field, I think. Not square, but rectangular, but it has square ends on it. So I can get it started with the other header before I go take our sunflowers over to the oil mill. So we are getting all this grain. The only thing it's costing us is a little bit of labor for the helper. And, well, that's really it. That's our only expense. I think you can see right there we missed just a touch. Why did it skip that? I don't know why it skipped it, but it did. That's all right, we got it fixed. So I'm not sure what we're going to get done today, guys. I would like to get, we need to get our field up there, which is also, soybeans. So we have 2 soybean fields we'll be able to harvest. That one right at the very top of the screen up there, it's ready now. And then we have, sorry guys, I had to move. My truck will be sitting in the way. I'll let this guy get started down through there, and then I'll drive the truck over here into the part that's already harvested. Because I will have to empty the tank on this thing one time. Oops. There we go. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to save this game before something goes wrong, because I don't want to have to go through all that, selling all that grain and stuff and swapping out silos again if there would be a problem. Now I don't have to worry about it. Why did it not? Just because it's on a little bit of an angle right there, I guess. Yeah, see how it's a little bit of an angle? It's not recognizing exactly where to start at. We'll let that guy get turned around and then he'll be ready to empty. Now I could go ahead and sell this field back as soon as we're done, but I may as well wait until after we get our barley field. Because last time I sold, when I finished with the small field, that field right there, I sold it back, and then I realized, well, that barley field comes with that other field, the sunflower field that we just finished. Now this can come up here on this side, because we're going to be using it up here. I can just park it right here. We'll be fine. Actually, I can park it over here because I got to get that header anyway, so it doesn't matter. Somewhere in this neighborhood is fine. Ooh, I bet I'm going to wipe out that sign when I come back around at some point. Gosh, I don't like all these street signs. Did it get all of them that time? Nope. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to fix it from messing up like that so I don't have to do it every single time. I'm going to try to come in here like this, even that up across the end right there like that. Now, maybe it can start in the right spot. Well, why did you tell me you were done? You are not done. Alright, there we go. Now, I was talking about this being relaxing, but that part of it sure isn't relaxing when it keeps messing up. Alright guys, we have been live streaming for 2 hours. And it feels like we're really just getting started. So we may not get quite as much accomplished in this live stream as in others. But in a way we have. I mean, we've had to do some work twice because I've already done all this once. But like I said, we'll move on. This will be behind us in just a minute. Well, a couple minutes. A few minutes. Now, are we going to wipe out a street sign right here? Yep. I figured it would. It was wiping out a bunch of them in yesterday's episode. At least my trimming this little end off helped the harvester to know where to start at better. Alright, let's reposition. I certainly don't want my header to be out there on the asphalt. Sometimes I gotta dip that camera down to the field level just to make sure it didn't miss something. It can be hard to see sometimes. I've just about parked the truck in the right place. Actually, I pretty much did park it in the right place. Oh, come on, back up. Oh. All right. Now, what I want to do I'm going to take a minute and just see if I can get that header, if it will lock onto this trailer. Not that we're going to haul it that way. I just need to know if it actually will do it. So a little bit of experimenting going on here. And this may not be, it may not be meant for this trailer because it folds. So because I can fold it, see, I didn't see that snap in. So it doesn't look like it actually snaps in, it locks in. Let me just reposition it just a little bit. No, see, it doesn't lock on. Okay, that's all I needed to know. It does not lock on. So I will just set it right here. So that trailer is only for this header. And that's okay, like I was saying, we can't drive around with this header on. We could drive in some places, but not everywhere. But we can put the other corn header on the front and pull this one behind us. So we'll get this guy going over here, and then we will go take our sunflowers and put them in our oil mill. Watch for train. They always come from that direction down there. They don't come from the other way. And that's one good thing. At least you don't have to worry about them blindsiding you while you're looking for one down one direction. Here comes one from the other way. And hopefully it's going to take all that. Yep, no problem. No problem. Always got to be careful. Well, I guess I can tell the barrier's not down now. Now this barley can go over to our grain mill, but I probably will just put it in our silo. Let's take a look where we're at here. Barley. Oh, we need barley. So maybe I should go ahead and take it over there and put it in there. At least try to get it into green. We do have flour production already. So let's look at We have flour. We don't have any bread yet. In fact, I'm going to do this right here. Oh, cake isn't even activated. Bread wasn't activated. These were automatically activated. Now, these were not. I don't need cake. But I'm going to leave it set for selling. We need butter, eggs, milk, sugar. Oh my goodness. See, a lot to do cakes. So I just need flour for bread. But we're not producing bread yet. But we will be soon. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's see, actually, I want to go... let's look at animals. Where are we at? We got plenty of food there. We're good. All right. Do we have any other fields? These are ready to harvest, but what's in them? Those are corn. There's a wheat field. It would be ready to harvest after one more. What is this one? Cotton. This one will, oh, that's got cotton in it this time. That did not have cotton in it last time. But this one has barley. It is not ready to harvest. What does this one have? That looks like oats. And it'll be ready to harvest after one more month. Alright, well, that's about all I'm going to be able to do. I'm going to be able to get out of other people's fields for now. Okay, well, that got us some grain. Now, in the last episode, That was the first time I've ever actually done this right here. Buying a piece of land, harvesting it, and then selling it back. It's the first time I ever tried that. But after I get this field done, I kind of need to get back into my own game style, so to speak. I don't know if style would be the right word, but like my own game strategy. But I do want to keep an eye on the availability of being able to purchase, harvest, and sell other people's fields. But I think I would be better off just doing more of my own farming. But this is a good way to get grain cheaply. Well, as long as you have enough money to actually purchase the field to start with. Now we can take this up here. And we'll just park here. And when we get done, we'll just come empty. Oh, how's it going to negotiate this on this end now with this telephone pole? Because it almost hit that dead man right there. That's that cable that holds the telephone pole. Or it may be the anchor point for that cable. I can't remember if the cable is the dead man or if it's the anchor point is called a dead man. I know something about that right there is called a dead man. Now we're just going to reposition a little bit so I'm not harvesting the road out there. Now, as soon as we get done here, we'll sell all this back. So we'll go ahead and get this ready to travel, because we got to take it back up to our other field. You have to kind of there it is. I was going to say, no, it didn't lock in that time. Now we can go up here. We're going to come down here. We're going to sell. We are going to sell. Good. Hard to see that barrier sometimes, that barricade. Now what we can do is we'll get this field started up here, this soybean field. We'll get the harvester working, and then we'll grab our truck and we'll take our barley and we're just going to start down here on this end like I normally do. I'm going to set this over here. Very hard to back these kind of trailers up. But I did a pretty good job. I will just pull this over like this. Well, I probably need to we'll back it up a little bit. I'm not going to get in a big hurry there. Oh. Sorry guys. Now we'll go down and back. Now once this guy turns around, I'll have to back him up a little bit. I should have just went ahead and took control. Because it's not going to start in the right spot. Then we'll go down to the other end of the field, do 2 passes on the other end, and then we can let the thing go. And we'll go get our truck and go put our grain in the grain mill. Sometimes my headphones, well actually I guess it's called a headset because it has the headphones and the microphone, boom. But it gets very uncomfortable on my ears sometimes. Now we'll let this go down and back, and then we'll turn it down the length of the field and we'll be able to let it run on its own. You know, in the last episode I was talking about like a couple of different ideas for play styles, just for doing live streams in a series that might be different than what other people are doing. And one of my ideas is not going to work that good. I don't think it'll work, but I was just thinking maybe I could do one that would just be contracts only. Because we have contracts. So we could not do what ones we don't want to do, and we could do other ones we do want to do. That would be kind of interesting. Only doing contracts. Of course, money would be made, we wouldn't make very much money. Now, once we send this guy on his way, we'll go get our truck and go to the grain mill. Okay. Now, I could have just hopped across the railroad tracks right there if I wanted to. Hopefully this will have all our grain in the green. It might not, I don't know. We'll find out. $80 miles an hour. And it's okay until you have to turn. But then turn and see, look at me drifting in a dump truck. I want this field right here. So we can do our different grain types in it. Because it's right here across the road from the grain mill. But I want to wait until it actually has the grain type in it that I want, so I can buy it, harvest it, and get the grain off of it. I don't want to buy it when I have to plant it. I want it to already have grain that I want in it, and for it to be ready to harvest. Now let's see if that got us in the green. Nope. Oh well. Let me see if I can tell what type of grain is actually in this big field. Is that barley? If that's barley, I could go ahead and buy that field. Oh, it's not even planted yet. And I don't want to plant. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait until it's one of my the 4 crop types that I need for my grain elevators. Then we'll buy it and harvest. All right. Now we're back on track. I don't think I'll be setting any record length of time for a live stream on this episode, guys. The last episode we did set a record, 7 hours and 3 minutes. I don't think I'm going to go for that tonight. I really think I want to do this field, and I want to do that field. But I think I have to sleep for 2 months to be able to do that field. Because it needs to be dark green. And it's not. That means I have to go. But that means I can do this one, and then the following month, well, see, all these are going to be ready at the same time this one is. Or are they going to? No, they're actually going to be ready before this one is. They're one shade darker. So these here will turn dark green. This one is going to go this one. So we're going to have to do these fields next. But we may only do these here. Yeah, I think we'll only end up doing those right there. Because these are soybeans. And I think I have barley over there. These are all barley. So we may end up just doing these 4 fields next. And then the following episode, we will be doing these fields and then this one. So we'll see. But tonight's episode won't be but about maybe 4 hours in there. Alright, we can relax just a little bit. Actually, we cannot relax just a little bit. Well, I got a fertilizer spreader over here. So I need I don't need that fertilizer spreader there. I will need my cultivator. So we'll get it down there. Oh! I'm dragging a sign with me. Where is it? Where'd the sign go? That's weird. I never did see it laying in the road. We hit it, but I didn't see it laying in the road. So we'll just leave that there. And then we need our planter. Sorry, guys. I almost didn't do a live stream tonight, but then I decided I would. I was almost going to take a night off and just do one tomorrow, but I do enjoy doing them. Okay. Now this we need at the farm. And then we will get our fertilizer spreader and take it back to the farm. We're just going to park right there. Now we'll get this and get it back over there to the farm. It takes a little bit of work moving all this stuff from place to place to place. I really like that silo right there. It's my favorite silo, actually. I like to use it in combination with the silo extension, but they do take up quite a bit of room. So, and I don't really need both of I don't need the silo and the silo extension on here. On Calmlands I have both, because that's our objective on Calmlands, is we want to get 100 million liters. But we're not worried about that on here. On Elmcreek here, we're not filling the silo is not the objective. This map is about production lines and just amassing money through our production lines and the selling of crops. I don't know if we're going to be able to do cereal. I don't think so, because I don't think I want to do cows and all that stuff. I don't even know if any place, they don't have cows on here. If they already had those kind of places available, then I might think about it. But that's really not what I'm wanting to do on this map. I probably will try to do some olives at some point, just so I can max out what I have going on in the oil mill, because we do have the ability to produce olive oil. I've never done olives before, or grapes. So I may try that. I may try olives. I'll have to watch a video. I'll probably watch like a video from Farmer Cop maybe. He has a lot of pretty good tutorials. And there are other guys that do good tutorials too. I just can't remember their names. It's been a while since I watched somebody else's videos on this for this particular game because I play it now, so. But because I'm wanting to learn something about the olives, I will need to watch a tutorial. What do we got? 2 more passes? Now I may need to reposition make sure we get right on this edge. Yeah. I don't know why it doesn't line itself up like that. Going too fast, overshot it. I do that a lot. So we're just going to park this over here for now. Oops. Get our fertilizer spreader. It's always hard for me to get the actual distance away from the edge of the field right. I need to buy myself a plow and plow these fields one time. I haven't plowed them. I have periodic plowing turned off, but I still do like to plow every once in a while. Wow, looky there. I did not realize that was like that. I want to drive through here one time. It's got a big... I didn't realize it changed the landscape. From here you can't really tell that it like changed the landscaping any. But apparently it did a little bit. See? Oh. Wow, I didn't know it did that. Well, if I'd been able to get maybe a little bit closer on the other edge, I could get closer here. We just hit the 3-hour live stream mark. Now, it's not really necessary that I fertilize that little edge over there. It's not going to cause us to lose that much. It does affect yield. But like I say, it's not going to cause us to lose that much. And then we're going to just do it like that. Cultivator. This may be the last field I do. I don't know. Maybe I can do those smaller fields. I'm starting to get tired. Now we'll change direction here. I kind of don't really have to on this end. It did manage to get all the way to the end. I just like to do it. I got in the habit of doing this. Actually, I do think this will be the last field I do today because the other fields are not ready to harvest yet. I have to sleep for a day, so we can do that at the beginning of the next episode. It's 3:15 in the morning where I live, guys. Oops. I almost forgot to take control of this guy. I'm getting really tired. And I wasted an hour of this live stream, so. But that's all right because it still brings us out. I got everything I can do for the day. For this month, nothing else is ready to harvest. So that's okay. So this field will be the end of it. I'll get this one done. Now I'm not going to start the planter until after we get done cultivating. This field will plant fairly quickly. Not like super fast, but fairly quickly. If I was using my small, well, I can't plant sunflowers with a small, with my seeder, actually. You see, make sure that's on sunflowers. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was on set for sunflowers. so I didn't forget later on, because I am getting really tired, sleepy. Now doing this like this, where I'm just doing one task at a time, it's a more relaxing way to play. It takes longer, but it's more relaxing. And because I don't have a lot to get done, all I got to do is finish this field. I don't mind doing it like this. Sometimes I do want to get things speeded up a little bit because I have a lot to get accomplished. Let's see. Nope. This is what I want. We can take this back down to the other fields, since they will be next. And really, I'm probably going to do this field next. Yeah, probably going to do this one next. Maybe I should park over on this side. Like that. This can go. This one doesn't need to go. This one can stay here. I'll use my other harvester, because I'll use this harvester. Let's bring it over there. If this harvester is going to work at the same rate, will cover the field at the same rate as our bigger harvester does. because this thing harvests at twice the speed as our big black one, but it has half the working width. So it's the same, it covers the same amount of ground overall. It seems really slow driving it. So we're just going to leave that there. Now we are a little more than halfway done with the cultivator. So when I get this field done, I'm going to be happy with what we got done under the circumstances that the first hour was wasted. Otherwise, I would want to get more accomplished, but we did harvest 3 fields and then this one. So that'd be completely worked 1 field, harvested 3 fields. We bought our grain mill, bought our bakery, got plenty of grain in the grain mill, sold and purchased sold 1 silo, purchased another silo, which would be much better because it'll actually hold grain. So like I said, I'm happy with what is getting done, and I got everything done that's actually ready to be harvested. So all that's taken care of. Had I not wasted that first hour and had to start over, we would have got the fields done up by the farm. I'm just getting too tired, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm really just trying to stay awake long enough to be able to get this finished. I'm getting to where I can't talk. That's why I have kind of long periods of being quiet. It's because I'm getting so sleepy. And part of that too is just because I haven't been feeling good. So I haven't been really getting enough sleep. Because I like doing these live streams. I actually do enjoy it. Especially when somebody's watching. It's like I'm hanging out with somebody even though I can't talk to them. If I can talk to them, I can't talk with. Like whoever is watching now, I don't know who it is. But like I said, thank you. I do appreciate it. I think it's really cool that you would choose to watch my live stream and hang out, you know, with me. But I can only talk to you. I can't talk with you. That's what I'm trying to say. But I do like it. It's better than being here by myself. If I was here by myself, I might not even make it through. Because like I said, I'm really sleepy, trying to stay awake. Now, if you happen to have any friends that you think might be interested in maybe sleeping to farming noise or the noise of farming machinery or something like that, you can invite them to also tune in when I'm doing a live stream. Sorry, guys. I am hoping to reach 25 subscribers. I'm not there yet. At least that's the first milestone, 25. Or not the first milestone. The first milestone was one subscriber. And the next, well, each subscriber is like a new milestone, to be honest. But I think 25, and then we'll raise the bar. So I still need a few more. All right, we've got a couple more passes, maybe 3. And then we can get the planter doing its thing. We will be planting sunflowers. Maybe I'll get lucky and we'll do it in 2 passes. I just don't know. I can't remember. And I think on my first pass on the other side of the field there, I was overlapping the outer edge just a little bit. So, yeah, I think we will make it in 2. Nice. And I say that simply because I'm so tired. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind. It's only when I start getting sleepy that I kind of want it to cover as much ground as fast as possible. Now, I will not reposition this one. I'm not worried if that cultivator sticks out in the grass just a tiny touch. Actually, I am going to reposition it because I don't want it to stick out that much. Even. I just like having it on the edge of the field. Alright, well, let's run this down to where we need it next. Ooh. Almost got to going too fast. Now we'll just park right here. We'll just park right there. And then we want this guy. Okay, sunflowers. Here we go. Now, I gotta have to help this guy. Oh no, I didn't have to help him. I actually thought I was gonna have to help this guy. I was thinking it didn't back up quite far enough. I did good on that one. Sorry, guys. All right. Now we'll let him turn around on his own. Oh, I keep forgetting this guy does this every time. It says it's finished. I don't know why it does that. Because it knows it is not finished. Or at least the rest of us know it's not finished. Now we can let it run. Sorry, guys. So we're probably close to about halfway finished. Actually, maybe just a little bit more than halfway, since we got 2 passes done on this end already. Well, we've got about 3 more passes, I guess. Now, when we get done with this field, we can actually take our planter back down to our other sunflower fields on the other end, because we'll be doing those before we do this one again. one more pass after this one. Let's see, am I going to want to reposition? Probably. Well, I'm just going to let it go. It's kind of overlapping on both sides. So I'm okay. We'll just let it go. I don't really like to do it this way, but I just didn't feel like messing with it this time. Now we'll go down, we'll take this back down to our other fields, the sunflower fields. I think they have soybeans in them right now though. I can't remember if I put sunflowers or soybeans. And it doesn't really matter. The next time they will be sunflowers. So we'll just take it back down here. We'll just leave this one sit right here for now. Now, one thing I do want to do, I want to take this I'm just moving things, getting them ready for what we're going to be working on next. So we can put this right here, and then I want this. We're going to take this over there because we're going to be using this. And I'm just going to park it over here also. It can just stay right there. All right, let's save it. All right, guys. That's going to wrap it up for this one. I really do appreciate you joining the live stream. hanging out. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing that. Consider giving the live stream or the video, if you watch it after it's posted as a video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. I'm on my way to 25 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, thank you for watching. Whether it's during the live stream or if you watch it after it's been posted as a video, thank you. Having said that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, God bless.